Hey everyone, welcome back to another Smart Powersports video. Today we're trying something a little new. I have Ashley up at our Okoboji location. Her and I are going to go over the factory maintenance you should be doing at each scheduled interval to make sure your Segway unit is running as best as it can. So first things first, your every 100 miles, these are things you should be doing at every 100 miles. So first you're going to want to check your brake pads, make sure they look good. Check battery terminals and make sure that everything looks as it should in that aspect. And then inspect fuel system, make sure the fuel pump is pressurizing, as well as check for any leaks.
Hey everyone, it's Ashley over here at Smart Powersports. I'm going to show you some of our maintenance that you have to do on your Segway to keep your warranty good to go. So on your first 200 miles, you only have to worry about your first 200 miles is your brake-in oil, your front gear case oil, and your rear gear case oil. And then I'm going to send it back to Donovan. He's going to show you all the 500-mile services.
All right guys, so you just heard what you should be doing for the first 200 miles on your Segway unit. Now I'm gonna go over every 500 miles. So this will include general lubrication, any and all fittings, pivots, and cables. Next, you gotta check the throttle body intake duct. Inspect duct has a proper seal, and just kind of feel for air leaks or listen for air leaks. And then next would be dry belt inspect. Adjust and or replace if needed.
And then on your 1,000-mile service, you're going to want to check the cooling system, inspect the coolant strength with a pressurized test. You're also going to want to do an engine oil filter change, and you're going to also check your oil lines, fasteners, inspect for anything leaks, loose fittings, anything out of the norm. And then you're also going to want to check your front gear case oil and change it if needed, as well as your rear gear case oil. Your fuel system and filter inspect to make sure the fuel pump is pressurizing as well. Check for any leaks around the fuel cap, fuel lines, and fuel pump. Inspect the radiator and clean external surfaces if needed. Change cooling hoses, inspect for leaks. Anything that just is leaking on the ground, you don't want that kind of stuff. And then engine mounts, you're going to want to make sure everything's on there, all your nuts, bolts, nothing's missing. You're also going to want to check out your exhaust, muffler, pipe, joints, inspect, clean, and replace parts that have excessive wear. If they look good, don't worry about it. Spark plugs, inspect and replace as needed. And then you're also going to want to check out your clutch, clean and replace parts as needed as well. Lastly, you're going to want to check your front wheel bearings, inspect and replace as needed too.
Alright guys, so up next we have every 2,000 miles, the brake fluid should be completely changed out.
And then on your 3,000-mile service, you only have one thing you have to worry about checking out. It's going to be your spark arrestor, and you're just going to make sure you clean that out.
All right guys, and last but not least, every 5,000 miles, coolant needs to be completely replaced, as well as the valve clearance needs to be inspected and adjusted if it needs it. That is all we have today on factory maintenance. Feel free to reach out to one of our Smart Powersports locations if you have any questions. Thanks.